Rhea for her women's title. Who will dethrone her? Who will dethrone her? Who will dethrone Mommy? So we're in the bonus round right now. It's another edition of Wrestling Week News, Wrestling News Week, day and night. Who would have dethroned her? We're going to talk about Rhea Ripley and her great championship run that she's had. She's been on a great championship run. Let's get into that right now. And we will talk about possible contenders that will challenge Rhea, and maybe even, like I said, one of them have a good shot at dethroning her. So let's head into that now. Let's see what happens and who's going to beat Mommy. Because Mommy's always on top, they say. Always on top. So let's go. All right. So now we got Rhea Ripley. Let's talk about Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, who is the WWE Women's Champion. She has been champion for over 300 days. Now, she won the championship originally at WrestleMania 39, defeated Charlotte. And she's a part of Judgment Day, pretty much the leader of Judgment Day. And she's been beating everyone they put in front of her. You name it, she's defeated Zoe Stark. She's defeated Maxine Dupree. I know she's not a big contender. She's defeated Zelina Vega at Backlash. She defeated 4 women in a 5-way match at Crown Jewel. Nia Jax, Shayna, Zoe, and can't think of the other one. Oh yeah, Raquel Rodriguez. She defeated her too. You know, Raquel's out right now. Raquel, she defeated. Charlotte, she beat for the belt. You know, she's defeated a lot of people. I mean, Rhea's been on a great run. And I got to give her due. You know, she even held the belt when it was formerly known as the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship. Now it's the WWE Women's World Championship. So, like I said, Rhea's on top of the women's division. I don't see anybody that's going to take her down now at this moment. And she's been the top woman on Raw and everything. Now, if you compare her and Io Sky, who both been champions for quite some time, like I said, Rhea over 300 days, and Io Sky about 6 months. Rhea's clearly the better champion. It's not really a comparison, but I have to, because Io is the other women's champion on the other brand. She's the top women's champion. Rhea has been dominant, way better than her first run with, as they call now, the women's championship, the title that Io's holding. She didn't have a proper run. This is right after she got called to main roster following NXT. Rhea's has been doing her thing. There's nothing to stop her. And since she's a part of Judgment Day, you notice when she defends her belt, she pretty much now need no help. No Damian, no Finn, definitely no Dominic, no nothing. She does everything on her own, and I got to give her due. She's one of my favorite champions right now, and she's one of the top champions. I like Judgment Day. If I had to name anybody at Judgment Day whose career that has risen since joining Judgment Day, I would have to say Rhea. Rhea's, you know, she's Monday Night Mommy. She said Mommy's always on top. You know, that's true. I mean, she is always on top. She's beaten everyone that there is to beat. You know, that's what she's done since she's won this championship. Back at WrestleMania 39, they get crowned with the new design of the Women's Championship. She's been doing that since the beginning. You know, I just think at this point, Rhea is, since she held the belt for almost a year, that she is running out of proper challengers. Now, she's going to have challengers, but it's not, the window's getting very, I ain't going to say it's getting very thin, because we got a lot of new women coming to the main roster on SmackDown, as mentioned earlier. But as far as Rhea goes for a championship run, it's not that many more she should face at this point. It's inevitable. You know, but Rhea, like I said, great champion. I have nothing but almost respect for her as a champion. Now, I know it's getting kind of stale at some points, but there are competitors that's in line to face her. We gotta remember, we had WWE has been going a whole through. They're literally going through a whole revamp. This past September, WWE was officially owned by TKO, which is a part of Endeavor. That just happened. We got a whole new Raw and SmackDown roster full of women. So we have a lot of new talent. I mean, we saw a couple tonight on SmackDown. Uh, we saw Tiffany Stratton make her debut. We got Naomi, who just returned from TNA. Jade Cargill showed up on SmackDown. We got, Raw. We got Zoe Stark is on Raw. We did face Rhea already. We got her. We got Nia Jax that just came back. And of course, we still got other competitors that can face Rhea. So Rhea's beating most of the people, but she needs some serious challenges at this point. Serious challenges, because I wouldn't want her championship run to go to waste. But definitely something that she's been doing. She's, like I said, she's been leading the whole thing. So, like I said, been champ for almost a year. US 65. I mean, I think it's 305 to be exact. So she got literally 60 days until she becomes champion for a year. Literally 60 days. But like I said, I gotta give Rhea her props. She's been shutting it down. As far as women roster goes, she's been definitely shutting it down. It's not. I have no issues with Rhea being champion. But like I said, she needs some serious competitors at this point in her run, because her run's gonna get very stale and it's gonna get boring. And then you don't want the crowd, even though she's a heel, they're starting to cheer her now. And they've been doing this for several months. But even though she's still a heel, you don't want to get the bad boos as champion. And we've seen this with many face champions. They have a long title run. They beat everybody. They don't seem like they can be beatable. And then the crowd start booing them. Then eventually, they end up losing their title and they have to get the belt off of them. So I don't want that to happen with Rhea, because Rhea is that chick. She's the one that's been holding it down. She's that lady. But we need some serious competitors for her. Despite her success, despite her, holding it down for the women's division, especially on Monday Night Raw, the number one flagship show, she needs some competitors. The million-dollar question is, who are the competitors to face Rhea Ripley for her women's world title? Who can beat her? That's the question. And we got to see what the possible challenges are. Now, we got Becky Lynch. She's a possible challenger. We got Nia Jax. And later on, we also got, we got Jade Cargill. So yeah, we got some good challenges for her. So Becky, like I said, I see each of these women having a good chance to beat her. Now Jade, I don't know as far as she go. I don't know what brand she's gonna go to, but I do know that she may go to Raw. I would like to see Jade on Raw. But these women, I see these three competitors as being three women that could beat Rhea Ripley and give her a run for her money. I could definitely see it going on. These three women can do it. One of these three can do it. And they have what it takes to beat Rhea Ripley for a women's world title. These are good possible challenges. That's the way I at least see it. But, Becky Lynch hasn't held a world title in a while. I know she held the NXT Women's Championship. Becky will be a good, good person to beat her. Nia just came on the tear. She actually wanted to take Rhea out on Raw. She can take her out and she can be women's champion. Now, hasn't had many hiccups. And Jade, be a good way to come to Raw, and be good, and she could, dethrone Rhea with her strength. We saw this at the Royal Rumble. But all these three women, whether it's Becky, Nia, or Jade, they can defeat Rhea and take her women's championship. They need to, because, like I said, Rhea needs a challenge. And one of these three women can defeat her. I could say at least two of these. I could say three. At some point, one of these three could beat her. We already saw out of Nia. That was a tease. We saw a tease out of that. We saw a tease from Becky a couple months ago. Becky said, the woman, I don't need a championship. I make the championship. So we're going to see a feud between Becky and Rhea. Nia, like I said, just took her out. She want to squash people. Nia has not been botching anything since she returned to WWE. She's been doing very well. She could come back and win the title again. Jade, good way to kick off her career. She already lifted Nia. She shut Nia down. Only thing she won't shut Rhea Ripley down. All three of these women have possible claims to win the title. I know Jade Cargill, besides Royal Rumble, hasn't had a singles match, but she has potential. All these women do. Like I said, Becky and I are going to stay on Raw. I would like for Jade to come to Raw to add to this women's division on this brand and to challenge Rhea for her title. I think that's the perfect scenario. And it, like I said, give Rhea a run for her money. Because let's be honest, Rhea has not faced the best challengers. She did face Zoe. I don't think she faced Shayna one-on-one, but she faced Natalya. Nothing on Natalya, but she's not going to beat her. Natalya, Zoe, Zelina Vega. Then gets to the point she had a good match with Ivy Nile, and then Maxine. She needs a brand, someone that we can see that can beat Rhea. That's what we need. Who can beat Rhea? Who is more believable? When I see Becky Lynch, she's believable. When I see Nia Jax right now, she's believable. When I see Jade Cargill, possibly if she comes to Raw, she's also believable to beat Rhea. These are great challenges for her title. This is what Rhea needs. This is what Rhea needs. Rhea needs these challenges because if she wants to be the top woman, mommy's always on top. Well, if mommy wants to be always on top and stay on top, you got to beat what the best has yet to offer for a Raw brand or whatever brand. And I think it comes out of these three for now. Now, I know there's others out there, but it's, to narrow it down, who can beat Rhea, who's getting a run for her money, I think these three women are the challenges that can do that. I can see either one of these three women winning the women's world title at some given point. And it wouldn't be bad. And if Rhea were to lose to one of these three women, it wouldn't be a bad thing. You lost to great competition. You didn't lose to a slouch. You didn't lose to a jobber. You lost to a top grade talent. You lost to someone that may be a generational talent, as they call it now. So it wouldn't be an issue. Becky's won multiple titles. She could beat Rhea. Nia Jax is a former women's champion. She could possibly beat Rhea. She has the size. And Rhea and Jade Cargill, now she's new. She hasn't won championship with WWE, but she's athletic. She has the look. She has what it takes to. Like I said, you're going against the best. That's what makes you the best. You got to go up against the best, and you got to defeat the best and put up the best fight up against the best. That's what makes Rhea Ripley a great world champion. She's a great champion now, but this will make her even much more champion. This will put her on a more higher scale. She faced one of these three women, especially if she defeats all three of them. If she does face all three, obviously, but I guess I think that's what she has to do to become that champion. Like I said, I know I like what Rhea's doing with the women's title. As long as Charlotte Flair don't come back from injury and challenge her again. But like I said, Rhea is on top of the women's division. She is on top. There's nothing more that I think she can do. I haven't seen a triple threat match with Rhea. I did see the 5-way, but not a 4-way or a triple threat. Now we could possibly get that. It'd be interesting if we saw, having her have a triple threat match at WrestleMania 40, or maybe a 4-way match. That would be interesting. That would definitely kick things, turn things up a notch with Rhea. But I mean, Rhea, she just, man, I knew she always had it. I even saw when she was an NXT Women's Champion. Then when she, I know her first championship on the main roster wasn't that great, but she was a great NXT Women's Champion, and I saw it then. I mean, Rhea Ripley came a long way. She was on NXT UK, then came to NXT. Won that. She was NXT UK Women's Champion too. Now think of it, she won the NXT UK Women's title, then the NXT Women's title. Then she literally won almost. I think she's the only superstar to win every brand developments or main roster women's title. That's why mommy's always on top, like she said. She says that for a reason. She is always on top. So salute to her, man. I mean, salute to her. And she won the Royal Rumble last year at number 1, the first woman to ever to do it in history. Not many women can say that. Bailey did her thing. I'm not taking nothing away from Bailey, but Bailey a great talent too. I would like to see that down the line still, Bailey versus Rhea. But Bailey obviously has a different story. She has to take care of Io Sky. That's why I said this leaves Rhea Ripley without a competitor for WrestleMania. Now the question is, with that being said, since she still don't have a competitor following Bailey's decision to face Io Sky at WrestleMania 40, it is. Is it going to be? I think it's going to be a elimination chamber match. At least, elimination chamber match, and it'll be for. I think it'll be for Rhea's championship. I think that'll be the best scenario. I mean, it makes perfect sense to do that. I think that'll be the best scenario. So they need to do that. More likely to do it, since the Royal Rumble winners facing for a SmackDown Women's title, we need to have for this upcoming Elimination Chamber the Elimination Chamber match for Rhea's championship, and I think that's what's going to happen more than likely. That's how it's going down. Like I said, question is who's going to win that? Who's going to win the Women's World Championship? That's the question. Who's going to win that? It's a good bread. We actually salute to you. But the question is who's going to face her? And like I said, it could be, I think it's going to be one of the 3 women that I mentioned. Or like I said, we could take Jade out the equation since she just showed up on the scene. It could come down to Becky Lynch or Nia Jax. One of those 2 women is going to end up winning an Elimination Chamber match for an opportunity to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40. Because at WrestleMania 40, not only Rhea will be champion going into WrestleMania 40, it's pretty much going to be her year mark. That's pretty much what it's going to be. Because I know WWE is big on having lengthy title reigns, but will be a fact. But when it comes to it, it's going to be Rhea Ripley walking into WrestleMania as the champion. And the crazy thing about it is it's going to be a year later. She will be champ for a year at WrestleMania 40. Triple threat. I said that earlier that she needs a triple threat or a 4-way. Good bread. Yeah, I said that earlier actually that she may be a triple threat or 4-way, one or the other, because she needs to be challenged. And I'm actually going to add that myself because she already had a 5-way. It could be a triple threat or 4-way that she may end up in. don't be surprised if it ain't a triple threat. We could get another competitor in the mix. And I know this sounds far-fetched. I know she just returned. I know she's not the best women's competitor. She's known for her looks more than her talent. But let's not forget about this woman. She was the last one to Royal Rumble that Bayley eliminated, and also the last one the year before when Rhea won. So let's not forget about her. Let's highlight her right now. Liv Morgan is the wild card. She could be the one to face Rhea for a title, could be a competitor. I'm not a big fan of Liv Morgan's talent as compared to Nia, Becky, and Jade, but she could be the wild card. So it could be a triple threat or four-way for Rhea's Women's World Title WrestleMania. She could be added to the equation. Like I said, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan mentioned too that she was the last one eliminated by Bayley this year, and she was the runner-up the year before Rhea won. So do not count Liv Morgan out. She may be around. Another person I'm going to add to the mix. She's also seemed like, and I mentioned her earlier, do not count her out either. I see her beating as well as I said Nia and Becky and Jade. I did say that earlier, but also do not count this woman out too. And like I said, she out right now. That's how I know the roster is stacked. It's so much talent on here. And like I said, she could beat Rhea. That's where Rhea was getting a little help from Dominic. Do not count out Raquel Rodriguez. Do not count her out. Do not count Raquel out. Raquel can beat her too. Raquel could be someone that may come to mix later. I know Raquel had some skin issue, something like that of some sort, and she had to take some time off. So she's sick right now, but she'll be better. And I actually started to like Raquel Rodriguez before she went out. And like I said, the reason I didn't like Raquel before because she was in the tag team with Liv Morgan, what I just mentioned, is not all that to me in ring-wise. But Raquel could also be a factor. Do not count her out. And I still see Raquel Rodriguez being a future WWE Women's World Champion. She got toe-to-toe with Rhea. And I can see Raquel getting toe-to-toe with Nia. So let's not count Raquel out, and Liv Morgan could be the wild card. But like I said, Rhea, she's going to be a champ for a year, and she got to celebrate that. And we haven't seen a WWE Women's Champion hold the belt for a year since Bianca recently. Bianca held the belt for over a year. Becky Lynch held the belt for over a year. And now Rhea's doing it. So she's up there. I would say after this run is over with Rhea, she will be in the top echelon of the women's division. And like I said, mommy's always on top, and she's definitely at top. But Rhea, she definitely needs more competition. And I cannot wait until we got to wait for Elimination Chamber. We got to wait and see at that point. We got to wait and see who is going to win Elimination Chamber. That's the question I ask right now. Who will win Women's Elimination Chamber match? Because we're going to have one. And I think who's going to win? Who will win this match for Elimination Chamber for the opportunity to face Rhea Ripley for a title? You guys in the live chat in the comment section, let me know now. Who is your pick? That's going to win? Like I said, I know I said it earlier, it could go a 3-way or 4-way. But if I had to pick one person right now, I would have to say Becky Lynch. That's who I would pick right now. But who's going to win the Elimination Chamber match? It's going to happen. What they're probably going to do is on Monday Night Raw, they'll have Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. Whoever wins qualifies for Elimination Chamber. It's going to come down to 6 women, because it's going to be upon 6 women, and 6 going to qualify. Best believe that Becky and Nia's going to be in there. Liv Morgan will be in there. Jade Cargill, if she decides to go to the Raw brand. Raquel, if she was around, I would say her too, but Raquel's out. We can add Ivy now to the mix. That'll be 4. I would say I'm gonna take Jade out because I don't know what brand she's gonna be on, but I would say Becky, Nia, Liv Morgan, Ivy Nile, Natalya. If I had to pick one more, maybe they'll throw Tegan Knox in there. You know, since Raquel and no Raquel around and Jade, I don't know what brand she's gonna be on. If not, if Jade is there, then of course she'll be the other one. But they're gonna have a women's elimination chamber match for the opportunity to face Rhea, and I think that's how it's gonna go down. And whoever wins, they're gonna face Rhea, and Rhea gonna do her thing, and whoever competitor is gonna do their thing too. It's just inevitable. It will go down. Most definitely gonna go down. But Rhea definitely has been a great champion. Great champion. I have nothing bad to say about Rhea. She won, like I said, won a championship at WrestleMania 39, defeating Charlotte, and she's, like I said, she's just a great champion. She defends her title, great on the brand, and there's no other way to do it. But this is the point where she's going to get challenged. This is when Rhea's going to get challenged. This is when she's going to challenge. She will be tested. Road to WrestleMania, and definitely WrestleMania, Rhea's going to be tested, and she needs to be. This is going to show if she's at the top echelon of the women's division and a great top echelon world champion. And I think this is what it's going to have to take for Rhea to be challenged, because Rhea has not been challenged as of late as she should. She had a great match with Ivy now a couple weeks ago. I know she did face her at day one, but it was a great match. I'm not saying nothing from Ivy now, but Ivy now is not on Rhea's level, not yet. And we need to see who can dethrone Rhea. Who can dethrone this woman? Who's going to beat her? That's what we need to see. And I think we will see that at some given point. That's the question. But like I said, I think everything that I said is going to be it's pretty much cut and dry. Rhea Ripley's a great champion, and at some point, we know she's going to lose that belt. At some point in time, don't know exactly when, but it's definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen. And it's inevitable, like I said. Rhea can't hold to the belt forever. At some point, she's going to have to lose. But one of the women that I mentioned, I see her beating her. And also, I don't know. I think Rhea's going to more like just going to promo Elimination Chamber. Whoever wins the Women's Elimination Chamber, they're going to have a stare down with Rhea. And it's going to kick off the whole rivalry to WrestleMania 40. That's the way I see it. That's how it will go down. At least the way I would. At least that's how I would book it. But Rhea's going to definitely be challenged. I don't see her having a match in Elimination Chamber. If she do, it's going to be a little squash match. But she will have a stare down with whoever wins. If it's a triple threat four-way, she's going to have to deal with that too. It's going to be in the cards. You got to deal with it. But Rhea cannot be stopped right now. But she will be stopped. One of the best champions I've seen in a long time. I like Bianca. I like her run too. But we need something a little different. And Rhea's it. Now her run's almost over. And we're going to get something different from that. But I definitely can't wait to see what's going to happen on the road to WrestleMania with Rhea Ripley. Who's going to challenge her, and will she lose? Will she lose the belt or retain? And whatever it's one-on-one, triple threat, four-way, doesn't even matter. I'm very intrigued to see what's happened next with her title run. Now I know there were times she was very defending it, but she's beaten a lot of people. Held the belt for it's going to be close to a year. But it's definitely going to be something. And I think whoever she faced, 1-on-1 or 4-way, no matter, it's going to be decent. I even like the match at Crown Jewel where she had the 5-way. But definitely something to look forward to. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on the upcoming Monday Night Raw for February 5th. And it's literally kicking off the road to WrestleMania. And with that being said, that's all I have regarding the subject of Wrestling Week news, Wrestling News Week. Who will dethrone her? Who's beating Rhea for her women's title? Who will dethrone Mommy? Thank you all for coming out. We are officially in the road to WrestleMania. Get your popcorn. It's gonna be a lot going on for the upcoming Raws and SmackDowns. Definitely. Soon two videos will pop up for Red Carpet Ring on YouTube. First video will be the entry history of the best in the world. The next video will be Men's Royal Rumble 2024 winners and grades. Until then, it is OUT.